Hello and welcome, basketball card fans. ThePit.com would like to congratulate Wally Szczerbiak for being inducted into the Mid-American Conference Hall of Fame. The former Miami University standout was inducted yesterday to the one of the college basketball halls of fame. And this has led to there being a renewed interest in his rookie cards, especially the 1999 Topps Chrome PSA 9. And take a quick look at Wally Szczerbiak's career. So he's only a one-time All-Star. He was a 99 All-Rookie with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He played a good number of years for the Timberwolves. He played from 99 to 2005 with the Timberwolves before he was sent to the Boston Celtics, where he played for a couple of years. And after that, he did go to the Supersonics and then the Cleveland Cavaliers towards the end of his career. He was a pretty productive player in his career. Not a Hall of Famer, but he was certainly a good player. May have been actually a bit underrated in his day. He averaged 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. He was a pretty solid player. Certainly not a certainly not a Hall of Famer, but a good player, and a lot of people remember him. I certainly remember him growing up, watching him play. He was a young player. I used to watch him all the time. I used to see him all the time with the Timberwolves, and of course when he played with the Boston Celtics. So Szczerbiak was a good player. But when it's the card market of basketball is so hot right now that whenever you see a player come up in the news, there's always somebody looking to buy those cards. And so the Pit actually had quite a few of these sell just this morning, I believe, last night or this morning. And we actually had a whole bunch of these cards listed at 95 cents. This is a card that for a long time just no one was really interested in it, but now with just the surge in the card market, people are starting to buy out even the PSA 9s. And for a long time, everyone would only chase the PSA 10s, but these Topps Chrome cards being very condition sensitive, people are actually becoming pretty okay with just getting the PSA Mint 9, because really the difference between a Mint 9 and a Gem Mint 10 in PSA sometimes is a lot closer than you'd think, but the price is definitely not close. So this is a card that if you were trying to find that on eBay right now, you're probably looking at about $10. And of course, the Pit has the advantage of, because when you buy cards at the Pit, you buy them instantly. They go into your portfolio. They're stored in a warehouse, so there's no shipping required for you to take possession of these cards. And of course, you can have them shipped to you if you want to, but if you're looking at a situation like a Wally Szczerbiak, this is a card that just yesterday you could buy multiple copies of these for around $1. And just the cost of grading alone, even a bulk submission, you're looking at about $8, $8 to $10 a card. And if you're looking for a smaller, if you're sending in a smaller submission, you can be looking anywhere from 12 to 15, maybe even $20 a card. So, and to get a PSA 9 that might only sell for $10, that doesn't really seem worth it. So because of that, the pressure on the existing cards, the cards that are already graded, is definitely going to be a factor, especially, as I said, Topps Chrome, very, very condition sensitive. We've been seeing Topps Chrome cards of all sorts of players going crazy lately. Simply because, they're just tough grades, and if you can get them for less than the cost of grading, if you can get a PSA 9 of a player who had a career, even a decent career like Wally Szczerbiak, if a guy like that ends up in the news, people will go and look for those cards. So for just a couple of bucks, you could have had a couple of these and held them, and and then potentially be able to resell them later for even a $2 or $3 profit each. So that's one of the beauties of the Pit, that you can easily find. And the Pit actually, if you look, does actually have quite a few PSA 9 rookie cards under $10 in baseball, basketball, and football. Of some players that are probably, I think some players that arguably had very strong careers may not be in the Hall of Fame, and you might even find some guys that might even still have a chance at the Hall of Fame for under $10. So so the trick is, with this card market, you don't need hundreds of dollars to buy in. You can buy players. You can start with buying players, just guys like Wally Szczerbiak, guys that had really strong careers. That one of these days somebody's going to say, hey, I want to buy as many of these cards as I can, and maybe sell them off over time. So That's definitely a thing. And even if you just want to own one for yourself, the pit is a great way to get these cards at a reduced price, since you don't have to worry about the cost of shipping being automatically built into the card. So, if you see a card, a rookie card of a player that you like, and you have a strong attachment to, and you can get it for under $10, especially on the pit, you definitely want to look into getting that card. You don't need to go and spend $300, $400, or $500 on a PSA 10 necessarily, especially with PSA 9s now becoming sort of, it seems like the most volume lately has actually been PSA 9s, and that's a big shift from even just the last couple of years where everything was PSA 10, PSA 10, PSA 10. So again, congrats to Wally Szczerbiak. You just never know with how hot basketball has become worldwide, who the next big player is going to be. It could even be a guy like Anton Walker or Chauncey Billups or somebody like that. That gets a bunch of people interested in his cards. So definitely always be on the lookout for cards like this, especially on the pit. That maybe they haven't sold in a long time, but if it's a good player and it's a good card, definitely consider it. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys have been finding some good targets recently. Let us know whose rookie cards you're looking to collect, and we'll point you in the right direction. So take care, everybody, and happy collecting.